Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Being Like This. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. To get through this song the easiest, we are going to need a capo on fret 3. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description. However, we're going to jump straight in. So C major is our first chord. Now those fret numbers are, in relation to the capo, 3 on the A string, 2 on the D, 0 on the G, 1 on the B, and an open E string. Now I'm going to go through all the chords during the introduction, then I'll talk about strumming and structure afterwards. So that's your first chord. The second chord is E major, open E string, 2, 2 on the A and D strings, 1 on the G, 0, 0 on the B and E. So we have a few more chords. A major is next, open A string, 2, 2, 2 on the D, G, B, then an open E string. We then have just a few more chords, a D major chord, which is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E string. And the last chord we're going to need to worry about today is a G major chord, which is 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, and a 3 on the high E string. So let's talk about strumming and when to play them all, because this song is pretty full on with its strumming. So what we're going to do is play, and that's 2 strums of the C chord, followed by 2 strums of the E major chord. Now you can put some scratches in between. I'll do it slowly if you like. However, that works really well. We then have a full bar of A major. We then have 2 lots of D to 2 lots of G before going to C. So putting all that together slowly, we have C major, Now, not only is that the introduction, but when the vocals kick in, we play that 2 times more for the first verse. We then get to the pre-chorus, which has a different bunch of chords. Now, it's worth mentioning that if you're interested in getting the chord charts for songs like this, as well as the chords and the lyrics matching up, head on over to Patreon. There is a link in the description, and you can get everything wrote out professionally. It saves you from writing things down, potentially making a mistake, or attempting to memorize it all. Anyway, the pre-chorus has an F major chord. So F major, we're going to play the bar chord version, and we have 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. I'm barring that. So if you're not too sure of your bar chords, that's what that means. Putting your finger on all the strings there, and then adding these extra fingers on top of it. So that's F major. Before we go to a C major chord, however, we're going to include the open E string. You don't have to do that, but on the track they have what we call an E in the bass, so we're going to copy that as well. And it's going to go F, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Before we go to a bar of D and G, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's the first time around the pre-chorus. The second time is almost the same. We have F major, then the C with the E in the bass, a full bar of D, and then G. And that will get you through the pre-chorus. So we now start to get a bit of repetition. The next part of the song is the chorus, but the chorus is the same set of chords that we saw for the introduction and the verse. So it was the C, E, A, D, G, C. So if you play that round twice, you've got the chorus. Now after that we get even more repetition. We get a second verse, which is the same as the first verse, so just repeat those same chords. We get a pre-chorus, which is the same as the pre-chorus earlier, with the F and the C with the E in the bass, and so on. We then get a chorus, which is the same as before, a third verse, a chorus, and then there's a small outro, which is just the same chords over and over. So, although there is a lot of repetition, there are lots of words and you've got to make sure to match them up with the chords perfectly. So, like I said, if you do want to get the chord charts wrote out professionally, head on over to Patreon. So if this video was useful, please like and subscribe, really helps out the channel. I'd also like to say thanks to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons. They get the content that I put up over on Patreon the moment that these videos go live. So thanks to them and thanks to you for watching. See you in the next one.